Happy Sunday. It is a beautiful day here in sunny San Diego. My name is Jody Scheibe, and it is a pleasure to host this call today. How are you guys? If you have the ability to put your cameras on, wave around. We're going to have some fun. We have the chat box open. You can put some, I'd love to see where everybody is tuning in from. Oh, I see Karen Sloan and some friends waving. This is amazing. I see Nick Martinez waving. This is awesome. I see Sally. I see Sarah. I see Britton. Chris Clark, you are beautiful. You don't have your camera on, but your picture is beautiful. I'd love to see where you guys are tuning in from. We have Florida, Pleasanton. It's always interesting to see how many states we can hit. So I am so excited. Again, my name is Jody. I am coming to you from San Diego, California. A little bit about myself. I am a mom of three. I have to keep stopping myself because I said mom of three teenagers for so long, but my oldest turned 20. So I'm a mom of three. I spent many, many years being a stay-at-home mom, raising my kids, and just we live in San Diego. I've been married for 24 years this month. I see my husband on, so hopefully he's planning something really good for our anniversary this month. 24, that's a big number, babe. I married my college sweetheart. I had 3 kids in 4 years, and I sure wish that I had ketones when I had babies. How many of you have kids? Put that in the chat. Also, I'd love to know, is there anybody here who has never tried ketones? Maybe you just hopped on here because you're hearing all this news about the Dollar Keto Club. That's what we're talking about tonight. Alice has 2 kids. I mean, I'm so thankful for ketones with kids. So here's what we're going to do tonight. Sorry, I'm trying to here's what we're going to do tonight. Sorry, I'm trying to, let's see, Britton, if you're the co-host, maybe you can help me there. I see a toddler mama. We're going to talk about the Dollar Keto Club. We're going to talk about what is the Dollar Keto Club? Why is everyone so excited about this Dollar Keto Club? What does it mean to share the ketone conversation or become a brand builder or promoter with our community? Do you have to have any special skills? We're going to talk about that. Do you have to be know how to use your computer? We're going to talk about that. We're just going to hear some stories from different people in our community. So about 5 years ago, I was introduced to ketones, and man, they just rocked my world. If you are drinking ketones currently and they're rocking your world, put in the chat what has been happening. Is it better mood? Have you experienced some fat loss? Are you sleeping better? Do you have more energy for your kids? I'd love to see it. Sally is nicer. I'm sure Sally's whole family is excited about that, right? My husband said the same thing, Sally. He said, I don't know what you're doing lately, but you're way nicer. Don't stop doing it. Oh, Scott's down 11 pounds. That's awesome, right? So I started drinking them. I never intended to share the conversation. That's just kind of my story. I knew I needed to drink ketones every single day. I was interested in getting them for free, and you can do that as a customer here. But then really quickly, I realized that everybody wanted what I had, right? I'm sure all of you off the top of your head could think right now of somebody in your life that you look at these comments that needs more energy, that needs a better mood, that needs some fat loss, right? So I have never done anything like this before. I had no social media platforms. Well, I had about 150 Facebook friends. I was the Christmas poster, the Easter poster, my kid graduated kindergarten poster. That's about it on social media. But I, jumped in and just started sharing my story on ketones, and it's become just an incredible community of people that, I've been doing this for about 4.5, 5 years now. And it has blessed our lives in so many ways. So I'm going to start with a couple stories here. My friend, I see Natalie Walsh. She's tuning in from Northern California. And Natalie, I'd love for you to just kind of share, because I know your story was a little bit similar to mine. You didn't really have a background or thinking you were going to do this, but ketones were rocking your world, and you thought, hey, let me see how this goes to share them. So would you mind kind of sharing your story with everyone?
Sure. Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm from Pleasanton, and I'm a mom of 3 boys, 24, 16, and 17. I can't say boys anymore because I have a young man. But when I found ketones, I was looking for energy and sleep. And I felt that on day 3. And it just, like Jody says, when it rocks your world and you know that something works, you want to share it with the world. And that's kind of where I was at the time. I wasn't really looking for another, network marketing, but this community has been by far the most rewarding. And the team and the community support, we're not competitive with each other. We actually support each other to become the best version of ourselves. And just my passion, I'm a people person. I like to give back to my community. So these are just great ways for me to share and not sell to my friends, because the product, sells itself, right? I love all the benefits, and it's just been a really good experience so far. I've been a promoter now for 3 years, and I love everything about everything. It's just so easy. It's an easy share, and I get to travel. I get to work in the nooks and crannies of my own life. And then just so you know, I did a keto life party last week in the back of my trunk because Starbucks was closed. So I just shook up some ketones and shared with a friend, and it was really fun. And it's a conversation that needs to be had. Everybody needs to feel better.
Yeah, thank you, Natalie, for sharing. I love that. And you kind of hit the nail on the head. It's just kind of sharing your story with people. With the Dollar Keto Club, you have an opportunity to become a promoter for $1. And then we have some really cool options, huge discounts on a promoter pack that you can use to get some product into your hands. One of the things I found really helpful when people say, well, how does the business work? Like, how do I do this? For me, it was really helpful having some trial packs. Well, I'd love for you to test drive this and give me your opinion. And I sold trial packs for people to test drive. So maybe you're sitting on here thinking, well, okay, yes, I've had a good experience on ketones. How many of you are current customers on this call? Just kind of checking out what it means to be a promoter. I'd love to see it in the chat. It's a really simple, awesome tool. And I'm going to we'll screen share later on to show you some of these promoter packs, to be able to have some packets in your hand to be able to sell as trials and let people have an experience. I know for me, that's how I got started, right? Someone offered me a 5-pack trial and said, hey, just test drive this for me. It's $40. I'd love your opinion. So that's kind of the simplicity of our business. You get to decide how you want to share it. TJ, welcome to our community. That's great. We have a really simple system. It's called ACE. Just to break it down even simpler, A stands for attract, C is connect, E is enroll. So you get to decide, how do you want to share it? Like, do you want to pick up the phone and call your sister and say, hey, I found something, watch this video, it explains it better. By the way, we have a video, it's the campfire video that does all the explaining for you. So you don't have to be an expert about ketones. You don't have to be an expert on how they work in your body. So you can shoot them a video, you can call your sister, you can text your brother, you could make a post on Facebook. Wow, down 5 pounds. Love this stuff so much. I'm no longer needing naps in the afternoon. So glad I found this. That is a really awesome curiosity post. People will ask you what it is. So there's so many different ways to attract. See, I'm wearing a keto shirt right now. When I leave my house today, inevitably somebody will come up to me and say, oh, I do that diet. And then that's where I go, oh, you do it the hard way, right? Like, you guys, the keto conversation, it's not a fad, and it's super hot. I was in Costco yesterday, and I'm just filming rows and rows of food that says keto, keto, keto. And guess what? Nobody knows that they can drink ketones. They just don't. So it's pretty exciting to have your hands or be involved in a business that it isn't anywhere else. Like, this isn't makeup we're talking about, where people can go down to Target and there's 5 aisles of makeup, or Sephora or Ulta, and you're trying to say, buy my makeup. My makeup's better. This is literally what you get with this Dollar Keto Club and this opportunity. You get a product in your hands that people cannot get anywhere else, and they don't know about it yet. So when you just let them know, hey, did you know you can drink ketones? Have you ever heard of drinking ketones? That simple sentence is actually how I launched my whole business. I just texted a bunch of my friends and I said, well, I'm really curious, you guys. Have you ever heard of drinking ketones? You got to check out this video. It explains it better. That is exactly how I started sharing, and everybody was willing to test drive some ketones. So I know I have my friend Sarah Ramos on here. It's so great to see you. One day I will make it up to Boise. I've been wanting to go to Idaho, but Sarah, I love your story about how you became a promoter and what it's kind of done for your life, and how it, you've been able to kind of create a life by design because of this opportunity. So thank you for coming on and sharing your story.
Thank you, Jody. I'm so excited to share. My husband and I have been drinking and sharing ketones for 5.5 years now. So prior to drinking ketones, I was a 7th grade math teacher. Teachers in Idaho don't make anything. So I was also coaching sports after school. I was catering weddings on Saturdays. I was waitressing on Sundays. So I know what you're all thinking. I'm crazy, right? Like I was working 70 hours a week. Never got to see my husband. My husband was in a commission job, and so he always worked nights and weekends. So we were just opposite. So my mindset was, I'm going to go ahead and pick up shifts on the weekend. I'm going to build our savings account so we can take vacations and escape life to actually be together. So during that time, we counted a family out. We just thought, how the heck do normal people do this? How do people work all day long and then come home to the most important thing in the world, which is their child, and have the time, the energy to be a family and to pour into their kiddo? And so we just saw it not happening for us. So we counted it out. In 2016, my husband said, Sarah, you're with teaching, let's do something else. We'll figure it out. I'm a true believer that when you set the intention out there that you're meant for something more, and you just have an open mind and an open heart, what you're meant to do is going to come to you. So ketones fell into my lap 30 days after I left my teaching career, and I tried them. I felt amazing on them. My belief, my vision on like what it could do, and the vision of it being the vehicle to help people at the level I really wanted to help people out with teaching, but I never got that fulfillment with teaching. I saw that vision and I was like, I'm going to share this with everyone that I care about. And so I sent out a lot of messages because I felt so good that I wanted all of the people around me to feel good too. In my first 5 days, I looked at like my commission check coming in, and I'm used to like a teacher's salary and waitressing for a living. So when I saw that, I was like, are you kidding me? Like you can actually like make an income with this and impact people's lives for the better. Like game on. So when Jody was talking about those samples, I came home my very first week in the business and I was selling samples out of the trunk of my convertible in parking lots. It was the craziest thing ever. We only had 2 flavors at the time, but I was like, people need this. I feel good. I want them to feel good. So fast forward 10 months into our business, I was able to retire my husband. He was able to leave his job and do this full time with me. We were able to start a family. And you guys, I'm telling you, like, I like sharing this part of the story just so you can like feel what I feel. When you feel like you're not going to be a mom, and then you have the opportunity to be a mom, and that doctor like brings your baby over the sheet and you're like, oh my gosh, like I was chosen to be her mama because I said yes to a powder. Like I get to be a mom. My future looks very different. I get to help guide this little sweet angel. Like, how amazing is that? So we wake up and we are just excited to start our day, and like we're so fulfilled, and we live life by design. It's cold here in Idaho, so guess what? We're going to Mexico next week, like, and we get to do that. I didn't get to do that before, and so I just love that helping people and actually making an income can like go together. Like I didn't know that that was actually possible. Loving what you do and getting compensated for it. So thank you for having me share, Jody.
Sarah, every time I hear your story, it gives me goosebumps, probably because I'm a mom too. And I just know how much this business, this opportunity changed my life. I mentioned I was a stay-at-home mom. And I say that kind of, I kind of laugh when I say that because I was babysitting other people's kids. I was flipping stuff on Craigslist and eBay. I was working part-time when my kids were in school. I was doing a lot of things on the side, like all of the things to make extra money, just finding a way to create some income, but also stay home with my kids. So, some people become a promoter and they do this very part-time. Like if you're sitting on this call and you're like, I have a full-time job. Well, yeah, I made a joke the other day. I had 3 full-time kids and a full-time husband when I started sharing this conversation, right? And I also had a lot of part-time work. So whether you're working full-time already, I see my friend Amy on this call, she's worked full-time. She fits this business in the pockets of your day. Or whether you have a little bit of extra time, like Sarah just mentioned, she does this full time with her husband now, and that's what I do now also as well. So you don't have to have a completely free schedule to share this conversation, and you can fit it in anywhere. Like it just comes up every single day with people. If you interact with people, whether it's via social media or in person, this conversation will come up. I am so grateful, like getting texts every single day with people saying, thank you so much for introducing me to this product. Thank you so much. I got a text the other day from somebody who joined our community and just started sharing with a few people. She made an extra $100 and she was able to like go on a fancy date with her husband, you know, for the first time and eat out. Like those are the wins here. So whether you're looking to make an extra $50 a week or a month, like that is life-changing for a lot of people, or whether you're looking to create more of a residual income stream and maybe start doing something else. I heard a statistic last week on a podcast that said there was about 45% more businesses started since COVID started than ever before. And I think people are starting to realize like how they want to live their lives or where they want to work or how they can create some additional income streams, right? So I think of this business as that you're investing into yourself. It's something you can touch once a day. It's something you can touch once a month. Some people touch it, I don't know, all the time or less, but it never goes away. And it just keeps creating a ripple effect of helping people and an income stream. So I see my good friend Scott on this call. Scott, I thank you so much for volunteering to share, because a lot of people think, well, gosh, there's a lot of women doing this and I'm a dude. Trust me, there are plenty of men sharing this conversation. It doesn't matter, man, woman, old, young. My 82-year-old father shares ketones. So Scott, thank you for jumping on. I'd love for you to kind of share your business story. Look, I needed the product. Like I needed that to show up better in my life for my kids and my husband. But I needed this business even more. Like I needed a way to make some income even more. So I love your story. Thank you for sharing.
Absolutely. Hear me all right? Good. We're good. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. I am a dude. I'm a man and I love sharing ketones. It's been a year and a half, a little over a year and a half now that I've been sharing ketones. And, you know, I've worked construction. My whole background was construction. My dad worked construction his whole life and was away from home. And I kind of followed in his footsteps and was away from home my whole life. My whole schedule was 3 weeks on the road away from my family, 2 days home. I got to spend 2 days out of every third weekend with my family. Awful schedule, not fun at all. I really love building things with my hands. I love creating things, but I hated being away from my family so much. And just so happens I was in North Dakota working on a construction site, and I mentioned to one of my coworkers, hey, I really want to try the keto diet again. And because I had done it like 5 years previous, I lost 30 pounds. It was really, really hard in a hotel room trying to eat the keto diet without like a stovetop or anything like that is nearly impossible. I tell people all the time, my meal for the day was a rotisserie chicken that I would buy in the morning and then just kind of eat throughout the day. That was horrible. It gets really mundane when you're eating just rotisserie chicken all day long every day, but I did it. And he was just like, well, my wife's doing this thing where she takes this packet of powder and puts it into water, and then she drinks it and it puts her into ketosis. And I was like, you're such a liar. You're a big liar. And I wanted to prove him wrong. So I had him send me some, and I drank them. Actually, I ate a bunch of Taco Bell first. Then I drank the ketones after that because I was going to prove it wrong. I was like, I mean, I can make sure my body's not in ketosis. I'll eat the grossest food ever, and then I'll drink these ketones and see what it is. I did the little pee strip test, went into ketosis, and was like, okay, so it tricks your body into thinking it's ketosis. Like I was like, oh, whatever, it's fake. but I kept drinking them. And I remember 3-4 days after that, sitting on the track of my excavator, because I would go early and fuel up all the equipment for my crew. I was sitting on the track of my excavator. It was like 6:15, 6:30 in the morning. And I remember thinking, why do I just feel good right now? Why do I feel focused and awake when previous to that, I was already like halfway into my second white monster for the morning and still feeling like garbage, still feeling groggy, still wanting to go back to bed. But that morning, I remember thinking, what in the world? Why do I feel good and focused and awake? And I was like, oh, ketones. Okay, ketosis, let's do this thing. And from then on, I haven't had an energy drink. And it's been a year and a half. Drink ketones every day. My morning routine is I wake up and I shake up my ketones. Like I can't go a morning without it. And I've been sharing them for a year and a half. And like Jody said, I needed ketones. I didn't know my body needed ketones, but my goodness, I needed this business. I didn't know, like being home for the last year and a half, I didn't know what I had missed. Like, because my life was on the road and I didn't know that I wasn't just an interruption into my family's life, you know, because they would live for 3 weeks while I was gone. And then I would come home for 2 days feeling like I was an interruption to their flow. And I hated that. Now I'm part of the flow. Wow. And it's awesome. And I thank the business every day for that. And I get to share something awesome with amazing, incredible people, a really cool product that everyone can benefit from. And I get to be home with my family because the business is so cool and has offered so many cool opportunities. So I quit construction and I've been home with my family, and it's been the biggest blessing ever. And that's why I share, and that's why I keep sharing and drinking these ketones. And now that they've added the food to it, the meals, like it's a freaking game changer, straight up game changer. Like me and Britton are in a little competition together. He's winning right now. I just wanted to make him feel good for the first little stretch of this competition that we're in. But I'm down 11 pounds. Britton's down what, like 15, 17 pounds, something like that, or higher? Oh, suckers, get out of here. But I'm coming to get you. But the meals along with drinking the ketones, game changer, like freaking game. I love it. So I'm excited about it. I'm down. I'll be the first one into the 220s. I promise.
They had many children.
Oh my gosh. You got me emotional, first of all, talking about your family. And then you're making me laugh like always, Scott. But I mean, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Like the food, you guys, like the main thing is still the main thing. It's ketones. We have ketones. We give you a way to get started with some trial packs, and I'll show you that in a second. But now we also have another conversation to share. Like everybody you know has to eat. Right? They're already buying food. So now you can have a business where you can also share the Prüvit meals. And I think that's incredible. And, you know, I just want to say, whether you're looking, you know, I mentioned income, right? I mentioned fun, like people are mentioning traveling and we get to do stuff together as a team. But there's not another place in my life that I could have met all these incredible people and had these kind of friendships other than this type of community, which is huge. Like I'm a 45-year-old mom. I don't get out that much, right? How would I have met someone incredible like Sarah? Or how would Britton have met? I mean, honestly, that like the bromance with Scott and Britton, like they click, right? He's like, they're so alike. We would never have met people like that. So maybe you're sitting on this call and you're like, yeah, it'd be really cool to like meet people. Like, this is it. This is community. We welcome you with open arms. So all right, let's talk a little bit about how to get started and how it works. I mentioned Dollar Keto Club. It's $1 to become a promoter. I mean, that's crazy. For $1, you get a business that you can actually take some tax write-offs for, right? You get to write off travel. You get to write off meals. I mean, that alone, I'm not your tax person, but that alone should make you think, let me start another business for $1. And then you have the opportunity to choose some promoter packs. I get really, really excited about the promoter packs, you guys, really excited. And I'm going to tell you why. About 10 years ago, I was sitting down with a girlfriend at Starbucks, and she said, Jody, like, you've got to do this business with me. She was talking about another business. And I said to her, look, I have a background, I have a degree in business. That's what I went to school for. Tell me, how does it work? How does your business work? And she said, well, you're going to spend $2,000 on a kit and carry around these bottles for months, and to show people what you have in case they want to buy it. And I said, when do you get your money back out of starting that business? And she said, well, I don't know. Hopefully, maybe you break even in 6 months. And I thought, that sounds horrible. Like, I'm not interested in that. Like, that sounds horrible. So as I was drinking ketones and someone was bold enough, by the way, if you got invited to this call, someone really cares about you. I just want you to know that, like, hear that from my heart, like, because the person who was bold enough to share the business with me, like, she changed our lives forever. So I asked her, I said, well, what does starting a business here with Prüvit look like? So for me, I paid more than $1 to start my business. So the Dollar Keto Club is cool. But she said, well, we have these promoter packs, and I'm screen sharing right now. Britton is my husband's screen sharing. We have a brand builder mini and a brand builder max. And I said, okay, so what does that entail? And like I explained earlier, it's so you can have trials, samples. I like the word trials so people don't think they're free. You don't give these away. You actually have them in your hands so people can have an experience and try the product. And when you sell them, you actually profit on your startup. So the brand builder mini, it's a good option. It comes with 100 servings. I'm telling you, that doesn't last long. If you have 10 people who want to do 10 packets, it's gone, right? So it's a smaller pack. My favorite way to get started, if you're like really want to do the business and have as many people to get an experience, is the brand builder max. First of all, it's 200 packets. So maybe you have 20 people who want to test drive 10 packets, or 40 people to do 5. It goes fast. I sold mine out in 3 days. People are dying to test drive this and give you their opinion. But the brand builder max is actually 40% off right now. So when you put experiences into people's hands, you profit almost $600. Let's see, the price of the brand builder max. I'm going to get the numbers wrong. Britton, you want to come off mute?
Yeah, I'll definitely go through this part because I'm a numbers guy and I love explaining this part of it. Look, you get in where you fit in. The brand builder mini, you're getting it for about $5 a pack. If you just follow the simple steps of sharing 5 and 10 day trials, you're going to profit about $300 on the brand builder mini. Okay. Brand builder max, you get double the packets for only $283 more. That's under $4 a packet, guys. And if you just follow the simple system of sharing 5 days for 40, maybe 10 days for 75, you get to choose what you share it for. But if you do that 5 days for 40, you're getting $1,600 back. So you're profiting $800 on that brand builder max just by sharing those trial packs, like Jody was saying. On top of that, with the brand builder max, you get some other bonuses where, look, if you're going to start a business, you might as well get the maximum that you can get out of the business as far as the rewards go. And there's something called 30-day double direct. You get double commissions for every promoter you sign up during their first 30 days. The biggest benefit is the rank 5 pass for a year. Look, we get paid based on the amount of volume we create every month. When you buy this brand builder max, you're getting paid as a rank 5 for the first 12 months. You don't have to understand anything except that's going to help you earn more money over your first year doing this business. So if you're at all interested in it, it's a no-brainer to go with the max. You're going to have product to drink yourself. You're going to have lots of product you can get out for trials. Jody and I were a little nervous when we bought this type of pack in the very beginning, and we're like, I don't know, are we going to be able to get rid of it all? We bought 5 of these in our first month because we had so many people who are interested. So if you're on the fence at all, go for that brand builder max because it's going to give you the best bang for your buck. You're paying $3.90 per pack, which is like, I mean, it's over half off, when you actually figure in the full prices of the boxes. So it's really a no-brainer to go with that one. Plus all the other benefits it comes with. It's really the right way to go. But get in where you fit in.
Awesome. Yeah, we paid full price for our pack. So there was no 40% off and no Dollar Keto Club. Thank you for screen sharing that, Britton. So here's the best part too. When you join as a promoter, there's actually some extra bonuses in your first 30 days that you can hit, which is really, really cool. So it's a really simple system. If you have a cell phone, you can log into, you get your whole website is set up for you. We have a Facebook page for the team. We have the systems, we have the tools, you don't have to be an expert. You don't have to understand how to explain ketosis to somebody because we've got you covered there. We have guest calls you can invite people to. We have so many things that we just kind of take you along and show you every step of the way. So being able to earn the profit on flipping trials, what, $800 when you flip that, like that, they go fast. That's awesome. $750 in bonuses your first month. There's actually a couple extra bonus things going on right now. It's really cool. So like I said, I am so grateful someone shared this with me. I just want to encourage you that, if you're sitting here and you're thinking there's just a small part of you that thinks, oh, what if, like that feeling is there for a reason. Like you really can't fail at this. This is a community of people here to help and support you. So when you join us, you've already won. Like you get us all to help you and support your journey. I always joke, and I still feel like I'm mad I missed the whole Bitcoin boat, right? Like I've missed a lot of boats in my life. No joke. I have a brother who tried to get me into Bitcoin, was it 5-6 years ago when it was, I'm not kidding. Scott, my son tried to buy a Bitcoin when it was in a vending machine one time, and it would have been worth millions. Okay. I've missed a lot of boats, and I'm just telling you that residual income and starting a business, the time is now. The time is now, 2022. People, first of all, they don't feel well. They've come out of months and months of being more isolated, months of, overeating. They need to feel better. There's never been a better time to share ketones. Sarah mentioned there were 2 flavors when she got started. That's how I got started. Now we have a bazillion flavors, and we have Prüvit food. We have so many things now. So if you're just thinking, I don't know, get back with the person who invited you. They care about you. If you were invited to this call, it's because they know that this community, these people, this product, and this potential income can change your life. So I just know that, I get really emotional when I think about it, because I saw where this could go, and you can take it anywhere. It never leaves you. It's a conversation that you can take anywhere with you. So it's been a blessing to host this call today. Thank you guys for taking some time I see you, beautiful Amy. Thank you guys for taking some time out of your family time on Sunday. I know Sundays are big family days. I just appreciate you all so much. So get back with the person who invited you. Just say, if you have questions, they're more than happy to help answer those questions. Hopefully we went over kind of that math, and I would love to see how many people join us today. Appreciate you guys so much. Have a beautiful rest of your Sunday and rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.